Forest Rally ended Sunday night with a huge celebration. The victory celebration, the champagne spray, was special in particular for Antoine Lestage, the second year in a row that he's won the event with his co-driver Natalie Richard. He is the defending North American champion, the defending Canadian champion, and the defending Rally America champion. That, however, has been replaced. The Rally America Championship has been replaced by David Higgins and his co-driver Craig Drew. They were brought in this year by the Subaru Rally Team USA, particularly to win the championship, and that's what they did this weekend at the New England Forest Rally, based in Newry, Maine.
Yeah, the event's obviously going into the last round of a championship, and you know you just have to finish in the top four. It's pretty tough, and it's been pretty stressful weekend. The roads are quite rough and easy to get a flat tyre at any time, but the other car's been great. We had a few small issues yesterday, but today everything's been perfect, and really happy to win the championship and bring it back for Subaru. So it's been a tough year and a long year with obviously the rallycross and everything in between, but it's great to be here now and to relax now for a week before we go to X Games.
Do you think you'll be back for next season to defend?
I really hope so. I love it here, and I loved it here last time, so I hope they ask me back, and if they do, I'll be here like a flash.
We had a good rally. We started with a good pace Friday night, and we took a good lead over David, who was taking it more easy, I think. And today was just a matter of surviving. I think it was really rough, and we were not pushing. He was not pushing. But like I said at the beginning of the rally, the only thing we could control is what we can do, and we did what we have to do, and we won the rally. So that's good to finish the season on a high note. But we'll have to be honest, we're a bit disappointed to lose the championship. So, but I think it's a good season for us. We're a private team with a fraction of their budget, and they're a big, strong factory team. David's a very good driver, so I think at least we had them work a little bit, so we're proud of that. It's a good season, and we'll be back next year to try to get the title back.
How'd your event go, and what have you thoughts on the season?
This was a pretty amazing cap to the season. Wasn't the easiest weekend whatsoever. We had lots of car issues with the engine and oil pan and all kinds of crazy stuff, but that's the most drama we've had all year. You know, it's really been a great season, a really clean run. These guys reminded me today that I haven't replaced a body panel all year long, so that's an accomplishment. But yeah, from snowdrift all the way till now, podium to podium, great year. I can't believe it.
After the celebration with the overall winners, Travis Hansen got a chance to celebrate with the super production winners at NEFR. It's been an incredible season for him, full of history. He was the only super production driver to ever win a national event. That was at the Snowdrift Rally last January. He's the only super production-based driver to ever finish on the podium in every round of the championship. He finished third in the championship. That's the highest any production-based driver, maybe a sportsman driver, has ever finished in the Rally America Championship. Truly a significant season for Travis Hansen. We'll hear from him later, and we'll hear from all the podium finishers at the New England Forest Rally in the last segment of this special broadcast. This is a special production of RAM TV, a look back at the New England Forest Rally, the 2011 New England Forest Rally that closes out the Rally America Championship season. Right after this break, we're going to look at the Friday action. We'll look at the Saturday action in the third section, and in the last segment we'll hear from the winners in the New England Forest Rally and the guys who finished top three in the season-long championship. In fact, they won all the events between the three of them this year. They were truly the best drivers of the season. That's all ahead on RAM TV, this special edition of RAM TV. I'm Bill Wood. I hope you stay with us. This first segment is brought to you by Subaru, intelligent engineering, stupid fast. We'll be right back. Friday dawned beautiful and sunny at the New England Forest Rally, the last event in the 2011 Rally America National Championship. At the Morning Park Expose, the drivers were getting their minds around the issues of the weekend, namely deciding on the 2011 National.
Pretty difficult out there and quite rough in places, but I'm we're prepared well. Everything feels pretty good, so just ready to get going now.
You feel 10 points better?
Yeah, it's obviously nicer to come here with a 10-point lead than it is to come here 10 points behind, but we all know it's still a long way to go and we've got to be at the end of the rally.
It's going to be hard. There's stuff that I don't control, but things can happen. I'll try my best, and I think like I was saying to Will earlier, we had a good season for a private team. I think we did the best we could do with what we have, and I said it at the beginning of the year, I would not let him have it easily. I think that's what we've done, so we'll see. I'm going to go. I'll try to win the rally, but something could happen to me too, so it's not going to be easy, and we'll see what happens to him.
The Super Production title was already decided. 2011 Snowdrift winner Travis Hansen had that cat in the bag.
Have the championship wrapped up and kind of come here for fun at our one of our home events, I suppose. So beautiful weather, should be a great weekend. I'm just here to have fun with my dad.
You feel like a champion?
Yeah, a little bit. The last event no one really knew, but now everybody knows that we're the champ, and everybody keeps congratulating us, and it's good stuff.
You have a chance to win the overall.
Yeah, there's a snowball chance in hell, but
sometimes the snowball survives.
Yeah, we had the rally of our life at Snowdrift, so maybe I used up my rally of the life for the year, but who knows? This rally could go our way, and we could find our way all the way to the top. If not, we want to still be there at the finish and still be on that podium spot overall.
Regarding second place, I don't really care about second place in the championship. For me, it's first place. Once we lost first place, it's about winning events now. So we're going to try and go out and do our best and run this car to its capabilities and just have a good time out there and have good fun for the spectators and try and take it to both of them out there on the stages and win the damn thing. We need a win.
The car's working okay?
We had the testing that was done at STPR. It seemed that the car was a bit underpowered, and in testing yesterday I didn't feel much of a difference after some tuning. So I'm just tired of excuses. We're going to go out there, have a good time, and drive this thing till to the end.
O'Sullivan and his co-driver Scott Putnam went out on stage 4 with the blown turbo and a small engine fire. However, attrition took out a number of top runners, including the man Lachlan was battling for second in the Super Production Championship. That was Raman Alagaman, winner of the last 2 Super Production events.
Started misfiring. I guess maybe we've been struck down by some hubris because we were really, really confident after testing at Tim O'Neill's and the shakedown. The car was running fantastic. And right on the first stage, it started misfiring. And we came over here, we changed all the plugs and all the coils, and we left hoping that was the fix, and it misfired even worse. So we have no clue right now, and I don't know, we'll see if we can get it fixed and maybe run tonight or run tomorrow. Right now it's a pretty crappy feeling because we've had such a bad season, and this is a great rally for us usually, and we were so confident with the car, but who knows?
The biggest crash, though, must have been the one involving Heath Nunemacher and co-driver Mike Rossi on Special Stage 6. That's Concord Pond, considered one of the best in American rally. They weren't hurt, but the problem of clearing up the accident site forced organizers to shut down the stage for safety reasons. It was the talk of every team at the last service Friday night.
The last stage kind of got a little bit crazy. We had a Red Cross incident, just kind of a organizer miscommunication thing. So not really sure what's going to happen with times yet, but we're still here. As far as we know, we're still in the race, and looking forward to tomorrow.
I think on Concord Pond there, which is one of the best stages in the U.S., I don't know who broke the two. I think I was just going over to see Chris Duplessis. I think we both beat the old record for the stage for two-wheel drive. I just don't know which one of us won. So we'll figure that out soon because there's bragging rights in that.
Beat your record by 17 seconds.
Perfect. Awesome.
Is that a good thing?
That is a good thing.
So you probably won the stage, right?
Hopefully, if someone beat that, they're driving. I mean, we were flat out everywhere, catching air in places we had never caught air before. But yeah, I mean, as hard as we could push, we were to the floor the whole time.
So at the end of day one, the overall leaders were Antoine Lestage, David Higgins, and Travis Hansen. In super production, it was Hansen, Klein, and Wickline. In the two-wheel drive, it was Chris Duplessis, ACP, and Dylan Van Wey. In the next segment, we'll look at the action on Saturday. This segment was brought to you by Ford. Drive One. We'll be right back.
Where's the best place to be this summer? How about behind the wheel of the new 2012 Ford Focus, with quality that can't be beat by Honda or Toyota and up to 40 miles per gallon on the highway. Focus offers available active park assist. It's technology that allows the car to practically park itself. And the best time to get a great deal? That'd be right now.
Now, during the Ford Best Place to Be sales event, get a Focus for $209 a month for 24 months.
The Ford Best Place to Be sales event. It's a great place to be.
We started Saturday morning at the New England Forest Rally with new attitudes and new efforts at victory. Then the roads took over. Former drifter and spokesmodel Verena May was the first to go. She rolled her car on the spectator stage Saturday morning.
It was like a left one going around the rocks, and I just got a little too sideways, came out, hit the ruts, and I rolled. So I wish it wasn't, early in the first super special, but it happens. It's my first roll ever.
Another car on the sidelines came a long way to Nuri, Maine. Tingwu Rick Song runs in the Chinese Rally Championship. He's ranked 6th there in a Group N production car. He wants to run in the American Series full-time next year. What brings you to the United States?
Oh, I always want to try the Rally America Series. It's really famous in Asian countries.
Really?
Yes,
People
it is.
Know about what's going on
Yes,
here?
American Rallies is famous.
You run the Chinese Championship, right?
I run a Chinese Championship in Group N, but much less power. These cars are phenomenal.
How do you like the car so far?
Oh, I love this car. This car listens to all my thoughts.
You run in Group N?
Yes, I run Group N.
And how did you do in China?
Number 6 nationwide.
That's not bad.
Thank you for 80 something competitors.
I hear you're going to look this over and maybe run full-time next year?
I definitely will run full-time next year for championship and see how I do. It'll take me, I'm guessing, more than a few events to settle in. Roads there's so much difference, cars so much difference, and rules as well.
How much difference in the roads? The roads feel the same, look the same?
Well, it's like growing up in the back alley and now going up on state highways.
But after a couple stages Saturday morning, a bruised field was filled with drama. Two-wheel drive points leader Wyatt Knox, a blown turbo, gone. ACP was fighting in 6th overall, 2nd in two-wheel drive. He pushed his car into the control, leaking oil.
We finished stage 9 there as the sturdy mount punch short, and the final control told us we were leaking some fluid. We pulled out of the control and checked it out. We were losing a lot of oil. So shut the car off and got a flat toe in from another competitor. And Evan Klein ended up towing us in, and Greg Gorman. So we're here now, and the crew's scrambling to try and figure out what the leak is and if we can fix it.
Is this something that just appeared, or was any hint of it earlier?
There is a rough stage. We hit some rocks. Oil pressure gauge was fine, but just the control workers spotted it. Just saved us from probably burning the motor up.
Where were you in the rally?
We're on end of stage 9. We're 2nd in two-wheel drive to Chris Duplessis, chasing him pretty hard, and I think we're 6th overall still. So hoping we can get this thing back out and get a good finish.
Yeah, actually, the Sparco Scion Rally XD team just did one of their first gnarly services, and we came in with a broken oil pan pushing the car in through the control. We didn't lose any time. We got flat towed by Evan Klein. Thanks, Evan. Into service. We pushed it into the service area. They replaced the oil pan, fixed the downpipe. We had several other problems, and the team, in a short service, did a great job. So we're going back out there. We're still in 6th place. We haven't lost any time, and I think we're going to be able to finish.
Are these tough stages coming up?
The stages coming up are definitely tough. They're rough like all the stages in the north of the New England Forest Rally here are, but we'll take it a little bit easy and cheat a little in hold position. But they're rough. There's huge exposed baby head rocks, there's deep ruts, there's jumps. It's some of the gnarliest stuff in the country, but we're going to make it.
Leading two-wheel drive Chris Duplessis was pushing to get onto the overall podium from 5th.
Yeah. We bent a tie rod on the rough one, but no big deal. Just bent it back. We're pushing hard. I think we're in 4th overall, maybe, or 5th overall this morning. So we'll see. We want to get on the podium. That'd be neat. But we'll see. No reason to slow down now.
Quietly waiting around in 7th overall and 3rd in class, 2009 two-wheel drive champion Dylan Van Wey.
Rough stages beats a lot of stuff up on the car. We actually didn't get out of service until it was like in our minute. No penalty, but lots of things to fix, exhaust and stuff like that. But
that happens every year at this service. The stages before this must be very rough.
Yeah, they're notoriously rough. I mean, the big rocks in the road and different washouts and things. I mean, it's coming, but there's really nothing you can do. It's go as fast as you can.
So all the stuff from yesterday, the speed and the super specials and the Concord Pond, the jumps and everything, that's behind you, and now it's just a straight up.
It's a survival rally now. I mean, really, it's trying to find the balance of how fast you can go and how much you're going to risk the car. So we're happy where we're at. We're playing it kind of conservative, just with where the times are. We're pretty happily in 3rd place, so for two-wheel drive. So we're gonna try to save the car and get through this thing.
Super production champion Travis Hansen, 3rd overall, wanted an easy weekend, but he was having overheating problems.
Yeah, the oil pan cracked. I must have hit a big rock, dead nut center on the skid plate. It was all bent up. They were able to fix it within time. But we've had other issues. The motor's overheating and using a lot of coolant. So
you want the whole thing?
That's good.
We're good.
Yeah, so it's been a struggle, but we got 2 more stages to go. Hopefully I can hold it together and finish off the season,
The whole season you find one rock in May.
Yeah, I was saying, this is the most drama we've had all year, so if this is it, then we'll be all right.
The leaders, defending champion Antoine Lestage and 2011 points leader David Higgins, were watching each other, but neither wanted to think about a 2.5 win for Higgins in the last event a month ago at Susquehannock Trail Performance Rally, a season championship down to less than 2 seconds.
Oh, don't tell that to me, Bill. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about my little mistake at Snowdrift when I had a good lead over David already. So, but that's rally, Sometimes it doesn't hold it too much. It's little things during the season, and the luck was not on our side. So, but we'll see. It's not over yet, and if it ends up like that, we'll try again next year.
Yeah, I knew that rally was an important rally because I knew Antoine had a lot of knowledge on this rally. So I knew I wanted to come here with a 10-point lead rather than a 5-second, rather than being even on points. So it was important, but so was every other rally we did, every other move and everything else. Like the championship's based on a whole season, not just one rally or one stage. But we've got a long way to go still, even now today. So we've got to keep focused and keep going and do our job.
But when the drama ended, they all returned to the wars, battered and looking for the end. We'll have the post-rally news conference right after this. This segment has been brought to you by Best Buy. Visit Best Buy to learn more.
It is the newest, even newer.
Everything else is obsolete.
I just bought this one! What the? 3D.
Oh, wait. Oh, 4D TV? Stupid.
You got the wrong TV, silly head.
The new buyback program. You buy it now, we buy it back when the new thing comes out.
Welcome to the 2011 New England Forest Rally Winners News Conference. We have the 3 top drivers in the rally this weekend. Antoine Lestage, the winner. This is your 2nd win this year. And David Higgins, second at New England Forest. We'll deal with the championship a little later. Travis, you're third in the New England Forest Rally. Congratulations, and you're also the Super Production Champion. Congratulations on that. Congratulations, in fact, to all three of you. The three of you proved to be the best in the championship this year. You won all of the events that we held. No one else came close. It's an enormous year for all three of you. Antoine, this is your second year in a row to win here at New England. You have a substantial lead in Canada. You're leading in the North American Cup. This win this weekend is a start, maybe. I know you're disappointed, but this win this weekend is a start for 2012. Congratulations for winning the New England Forest Rally.
Thank you, Bill. It was a good rally for us. Like you say, it's very good for the North American Championship. Now, mathematically, the only person who could win it is if David comes and wins the last 3 Canadian rallies. So it's very good for that. It's good to win it for a second year in a row. Of course, like you said, I'm a bit disappointed to lose the championship, but I think we've done a good job. We're a private team with not a huge budget. Mainly it's supposed to be for Canada, but we decided to come here, and I think we had a good season. We did the best we could with what we have. It was good battles in a lot of rallies with David and Subaru, and congrats to them. They were the strongest this year, and they deserve it.
We talked a little about this earlier, except for 1.5 seconds at less than 2 seconds at Susquehanna Trail last month. This could have been a very different rally. It could have been a very different championship.
Yeah, it could have been nasty if we were coming here equal, because it's a bit of a rough rally, and I'm not sure what would have happened if we were both going very hard, because we didn't really go really hard. David was going a little bit slower because he had to play that game, and I just made sure I was beating everybody else. But if we both had to go flat out here, whew, the mechanics probably would have been very busy. So yeah, it's that 1.3 seconds at STPR means a lot, but there's other things during the season. You know, I'm thinking about the little mistake I did at Snowdrift when I think we had already built quite a little bit of a lead. I was really comfortable on that rally. So there's a lot of things I'm thinking, but you know, that's rally. It's a short season, so if you have a couple of things that go wrong, it's hard to get back at the end of the season.
David Higgins, second at the New England Forest Rally. That's all you needed to win the championship. Congratulations. It was an enormous one. You won 3 events this year at Oregon, at Olympus, and at STPR. Congratulations. You did what you had to do to get the title.
Yeah, this weekend has been a pretty long weekend, and even the whole approach to the rally. Normally we go to all the events really focused on the battle of trying to beat Anton and the other guys to have the big battle for the race. But here it was different. It was a strange one. We knew we didn't have to win the rally, but they're almost the hardest rallies and the ones that are the longest, and especially when you're on stages here that are so demanding. You've got some real fast flowing sections, and there's some real narrow sections with some rocks and things, so it was never over till the end. But I'm really pleased for the team and everyone else. Everyone's worked really hard all year. We've had some great fights on the stages, and everybody's worked to get this far, and I'm really happy to bring the championship back for the Subaru. You fought very hard last night. Problems came up with your car. You fought hard all day today. I would imagine that you were, every step of the way, every mile, you were worried whether or not the car was just going to stop and say, I quit. Yeah, I think yesterday was a real difficult day. We had an issue that we couldn't find with a fuel pressure problem, but you know, the team worked so hard last night. They changed so many things inside the fuel cell this morning, which is a real big job to do in one of those cars. You have to take everything apart, but fair play, they got in there, they changed everything. We found a small problem with a pipe that kinked, and that was all that was causing the problem with the heat yesterday. So today we were driving a little bit slower. We weren't using the anti-lag just to make sure we kept all the temperatures down in the car and made sure everything was okay. But you know, you still had to drive quickly with all these guys here. You can't just back off too much and go too slow. You can easily fall back or even get a flat tyre on the last stage. So we had to go reasonably quickly, but at the same time preserve the car at the same time. Travis Hansen, you were third at the New England Forest Rally this year, but the list of firsts
for your season may never be duplicated. You were the first production-based car to win a rally overall at Snowdrift at the beginning of the year. You finished higher than any production-based team in Rally America history. No one has ever had this kind of super production season. You're to be congratulated over and over again. You've set the bar very high for everyone else now.
Yeah, it's been a truly incredible season for us. Started right with Snowdrift and took that overall win when these guys had a little bit of trouble, but consistency the whole year really helped us out. You know, we're top 5 at every event. I didn't replace a single body panel all year long, so just an incredible year. My team worked so hard for me. I just can't believe it.
You had some problems, all three of you had some problems in the rally this weekend. You had some problems in particular. I understand you were having overheating problems throughout the event. You and your dad, Terry, had to dump water into the thing after every stage, and you were worried about an open class car coming up, very good driver coming up, and maybe knocking you off the podium.
Yeah, you know, it was we already had the Super Production Championship kind of wrapped up at STPR, so we came here to have a good time, but when we found ourselves in a battle for the overall 3rd position, you know, I was going to go for it. I really had nothing to lose, but the equipment took it hard. You know, we battled with Tom Lawless all weekend, and it ended up we won by 6 seconds. But yeah, the car needs coolant every time you drive it a quarter of a mile. We cracked an oil pan really bad and barely made it back on a transit. So pushing that hard on these stages was probably one of the most difficult rallies I've actually done all year long. The rough rocks and everything just took a toll on all the equipment.
You waited all year to find that one rock in Maine that could have ended your season. Let me make this an open question to you, Antoine, or to you, David. Based on what you've seen from Travis all year, there was a time when the two of you weren't factory supported, heavy sponsorship on your teams. He did an enormous job. Do you remember those days when you crossed over from being just a guy in the field to being someone on the podium?
Well, it's good that you asked, because I was going to say something anyway. I think that we have 3 different levels here. It's nice to see that. Proper factory effort, private team with very good sponsors. I won't deny that. And Travis and Terry, what they're doing, it's a little private team with no sponsors, and they're doing everything. And what they did this year, I mean, top 5 at every of the. We didn't finish all the 6 rallies. They did, and I think they just had a great season and some great pace on some rallies with that SP car. Very good driver. Maybe we don't want to see him in an open class car.
David, let me ask you, you've rallied all over the world in China, you won championships in Britain and here in the United States several years ago. Have you ever seen a season like this, or more importantly, do you remember when your career moved from a privateer to being on the podium and challenging for wins?
Yeah, for sure. Like I was the first person to win a British Championship rally driving a Group N Subaru going back in 1999, and that was really the rally that lifted my career and got me noticed with the factory teams. And the whole year we had a fantastic year, exactly the same as what Travis has been doing. We were beating factory cars, we were right up there on the podium, and you know, you've got to make the most of these opportunities, and I really hope that Travis can now make that next step and get into an open car and be up there battling all the time with us.
Guys, again, congratulations to all 3 of you. You've proven you were the best this year, and frankly, you brought honor to the sport at every level. And now, only the media could tell you this before you've had a chance to celebrate this year. Let's do it again next year.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll make sure they work hard again next year. Congrats to Dave again and Travis. They're the champions. They both won their championships.
Does anyone else have any questions?
I've got a quick one for David. David, how does it feel to come here for Subaru and mission accomplished? You got the title for Subaru. How does that feel?
It's to be honest, it's a huge relief, because when I had the phone call from Lance going back in December, the role was pretty clear. The team were desperate to try and get the championship back, so there's a lot of pressure, but I always knew I was in with a good team, with a good car, and the year didn't start off so well. It put us on the back foot, but from that point onwards we had the debut of the new BT10 rally car, which has proved to be absolutely fantastic, and it's great to be here now, and it's probably not quite sunk in yet, but I'm sure later on tonight we'll start to really sort of realise what's happened this year, what we've done, but at the same time we've still got a big job to do in a couple of weeks' time, so we've got to get focused on that as well soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
That's our special edition of Ram TV from the 2011 New England Forest Rally. Thank you for watching. It was a great season. Our champion, David Higgins, Subaru Rally Team USA. We look forward to more with Ram TV next year. We look forward to having you there with us. I'm Bill Wood for Ram TV.